Shir sponsor Lui Nishpas Ham Yakushom Nabasitzchok. We're holding in Bubakama Daf Lamed Beis, starting the Mishnah of Lamed Daf Lamed Beis in the bottom. Says the Mishnah. So two people, one is holding a barrel, one is holding a beam, and they have a clash, right? They hit each other. The barrel and the beam clashed into each other. Butter, the bull butter. I mean, mainly we're talking over here. The beam damaged the barrel. Yeah. Why? Each one can walk. It's basically almost like a car accident. They were both driving legally. Nobody did anything illegal, and they hit each other. Now, the first one is holding the beam. The second one is holding the barrel. And then the one is holding the barrel hit the beam, meaning he went too fast. Potter, balakayru. The balakayru, the one holding the beam is potter. Why did he go so fast? Right? Also, I think in traffic law, right? If your car behind you hit you, you went too fast. Yeah, automatic. Says the Mishnah on the base, but if the balakayru had a sudden stop, so then chayav. But if he told the one, he's basically like, again, going to traffic. When you hit the brakes, the red lights go on. So if he announced, I'm going to stop, so then he's put. The Mishnah speaks about the flip side case, which is very similar in the halacha. So if the Baal Chavis is first, he's holding the barrel, and the Baal Koyer is Achoin, the one who's holding the beam is last. I mean, the one with the beam went too fast and broke the barrel. Chayav, why he goes so fast? But if he stood, sudden stop, butter. If he told you, announced, I'm stopping, it's chayav. Similar case with a candle and a pishton and a flax.
So what's the difference? In the first case, if Amad is chayav, here is Amad Pater.
Who's Amad? In the first case, the Baal Koyer was Amad.
Right.
In this case, the Baal Chavis is Amad. The one with the barrel is the first one. He's standing.
Right.
So he's the one causing damage.
He's not moving. He wasn't moving and then stopped.
Yeah, he was moving force. He was the first one.
Right.
Suddenly he stopped. The guy with Baal Koyer hit him.
Right.
So who's responsible? The Baal Chavis. That's what Baal Koyer is Pater.
About Chavis.
Yeah.
About Koyer is Pater.
Both brothers for breaking the Chavis. Says one Rabbi Barnos Meravuna. Rabbi Barnos says Ravuna. Hamazik is ishto b'tashu shamito mal. So a person has a relationship with his wife, and doing the relations, he's massacre. Kevin the Bishus Kovet Potter. He's not doing anything illegal. He's allowed to be there. Or deal when you buy a little nice at the end of the day, he was massacre. He has to look. Says the Gemara, look at our Mishnah. We say you're Potter because they both can walk. So also here, he's allowed to be there. No, you can't compare it. I'll bring you a raya from Golus. By Golus, a person kills somebody else by mistake. So the case of the Torah is Yar. Someone was chopping wood, and the wood flew in the middle of the forest. So my Yar, and in the Yar, each one goes to his own territory. Nobody's bothering somebody else. So he looks, and you say, listen, I'm in my place, you're in your place. But at the end of the day, I went, because I'm chopping the wood, it's as if I went into your place and hurt you. Here by Tashmish, he's going into her. So what brings you out from God? You want to bring her out from our Mishnah that you don't relate to each other. You bring her out from Golus, so he is responsible. What about our Mishnah? It says Rishus Lechem both. There they're both walking equally. They both have each one can walk. Here he's doing more than the other. He's the one doing the tashmish. So that's why in other words, if they're both walking, that's what we compare it to a yard, to the forest. They're both walking around me, and there's traffic, and they hit each other. It's a car accident. They're both responsible. But if one is going more than the other, so that one is more responsible. What's going to be the case of one going more than the other? The case of one is like the yard. He's chopping wood. He's calling someone else. The other guy didn't do anything. So he's having a relation with his wife. He's the one more responsible. Second more he shouldn't do anything. Whenever a man and a woman have forbidden relations, they both get punished. Why? She's considered to be doing and so why is saying he's doing a ma'aseh she's not? Says the Gemara, no, the tarvo islu. Iu ma'aseh kol. Says there's a difference between action and act and joy. They both enjoy the ma'aseh. That's why they both have to pay for it. In terms of isur, that's you punish her. But in terms of who is more active than the other, the other is more active than the boy is more active than the woman. Continues the Gemara, the one holding the beam is first. This we saw already twice. If you have two cows, one is sitting, one is walking. But the one who is walking kicks the one who's sitting. Why? The chiddush is why are you sitting in the middle of the street? You're sitting in the middle of the street, I can do with you whatever I want. That's a chiddush of Rish Lakish. But if the one sitting is kicking the one walking, chayavus, obviously, it's something wrong. Say, well, let me see, I'll bring her a raya from our Mishnah. The first one is the holding the beam. He's first. The one holding the barrel is second. Then he's patur because we went into him. And if he stood, the balkar is chayav. Says the Gemara, here, it's like revutzu alechas. Why is revutzu alechas? The one who's sitting down is hurting the one who's walking. Right? Here also, the beam is standing and is damaging the barrel. So you see that when the one sitting is causing damage, you're chayav. So if it is, well, I see you buy it, you will bring a rayo. Not only do you not bring a rayo, you actually bring a problem to Rish Lakish. It says in the case of Rish Lakish, is if the sitting one sitting kicked the one, she's chayav. Who's going to be patur? But if she walked normally, the one who's walking got damaged by the one who's sitting, patur. Why? Why are you patur? Because you should have walked the other side. It's your problem. Why are you walking into me? If she kicks you, okay. But if you're walking, what about my house? When you have the beam in the barrel, you say it's chayav. So our Mishnah talk about that he's blocking the way. Like a shalba, we said before, means it's completely blocking the street. So the owner of the barrel doesn't have where to walk. He walks into the beam. So that's why it's chayav walking. There, by the cow, she's sitting on one side. Go to the other side. Why are you going to this side? If you're going to honor, it's your fault. So the word wants to be a raya, and says not a raya, where brings a question, it's not a question. Let's say for the Masih bring a raya from the end of the Mishnah. If the Balchov is first and the owner of the beam is second, if the Balchov stands and the owner of the beam hits it, he's patur. It says over here, the word says that's exactly like a cow kicking the one sitting. Also here, the one of the beam is hitting the owner of the barrel. So no, in our Mishnah, the guy's walking normally. He's not doing anything abnormal. He's walking, and then suddenly the guy stops in the middle. He hits him. So therefore, he patur. Yeah, you have the right to walk on me, but not to kick me. Kick me, you're doing more than normal. So that's why there's no raya from our Mishnah to Rish Lakish. Continues the Mishnah. Next Mishnah. Two people walking. One is running, one is walking. When they're both running, they're mazing each other. Butter. The one is going to ask, if you say one's running, so of course you're both running. So both doing something wrong. So says the Gemara, our Mishnah is like Isi. When you run, you chayim. If you run, you chayim. You're not supposed to run. If Shabbos right before Shabbos, you're allowed to run on Erev Shabbos. It was explained soon why you're allowed to run on Erev Shabbos. And it's not like our Mishnah going understands right now, because our Mishnah says that if you're running in Rosh Hashanah, you're patur. And our Mishnah says if you're running, you're patur. You see, it says if you're running, you're chayav, except you have Shabbos. Our Mishnah is talking about Shabbos. Right? Why do we have an addition? We say if one runs, you're patur. If they're both running, you're patur. What's a chiddush? If one is running, one is walking. You're patur, shnei rotzim yimai. So the more that's you have to explain the Mishnah. One is running, one is walking, patur. But it's not dafka we have Shabbos that one can run. Aval b'choyil on the weekday, if one is running, is chayav. Why are you running? If they're both running, then you're patur, because then they both are mishan to each other. So the one you're allowed to run and have Shabbos. Second one, we have Shabbos, my b'shusik. What's the rishus? Says the Gemara, Kedav Chanino. Torah Chanino says, when the base on base, boy v'netzelikros kalo malchus. Let's go and greet the queen, Shabbos. Because Shabbos kalo malchus. I have to understand what's the difference between the two lashonis. For the kalo, or he calls it Shabbos. Rabbi Yana bisatef ikoy v'omer boy kalo. Yana used to put on his clothing in a nice way and said boy kalo. That's part of the chadaydi. Say boy kalo. The Poshib Pshat in the Gemara is that's the only reason you can run. You couldn't run to go and accept Shabbos. That's the Poshib Pshat. Even though there's more to it, you can run also have Shabbos when you have a rishus to go take care of things for Shabbos. And Beis Hashem will address more about this in the Shon Machshava than Daf. Says the Mishnah, someone is chopping wood in Rishus Harabim, and they ate Rishus Hayachid, or Rishus Hayachid, he's chopping wood Rishus Hayachid, it flies into Rishus Harabim, or Rishus Hayachid, Rishus Hayachid Zachir, or from one Rishus Hayachid, another Rishus Hayachid. Chayav in all these cases, Chayav. So explains, says the Gemara, why do we need all cases? Explains the Gemara. The Itano, if it would say, Mevakir Rishus Hayachid v'yizik Rishus Harabim, going Rishus Hayachid Rishus Harabim, the Shchich Harabim, you know people are walking there. You should be more careful. Avam Rishus Harabim Rishus Hayachid. But you're going to an individual property, the Lo Shchich Harabim, maybe not. V'itano, maybe you tell me, Rishus Harabim Rishus Hayachid, Mishud Kami Kor Shlo Rishus Havi. What are you chopping wood Rishus Harabim? It's not your Rishus. If you're going from individual rishus, your own rishus, to be rishus, you're allowed to chop wood in your place. Maybe then it's okay. You'd say both. Here because there's rabbin there. What are you chopping wood in the place of rabbin? Because you're chopping in the place you're not allowed to. It's not a public place. And you also you're allowed to cut it. So one says that's in all three cases. Person goes into a carpenter's store, shop, without permission. A piece of wood flew and hit his face. And he died. Potter. He's potter. Why is he potter? I mean, the carpenter. What are you going into the store without permission? If he went in rishus, chayav. Says what my chayav was being chayav. He's chayav for things. He's responsible for hitting this person. He doesn't. Not galus. Why not galus? Because galus we have exeris akos has to be similar to a forest, to the woods. When one is chopping one in the woods, and what's the chiddush by the woods? The woods, each one goes to his own area. They can be there. But the carpentry. At the end of the day, the guy came into the carpenter. You give it to my rishus. Yes, I give you permission. But at the end of the day, you come into my rishus. So therefore, that's not part of Golos. Golos was not mentioned on this thing. Moreover, it says, does it make sense? Kavachaymer. Yibach says, Rabbi. In Bayar, each one is going on his own. There's no agreement that one should go. Each one going to his own area. Still, it's as if when you penetrate your friend's area, he is going into his friend's rishus. So of course he's even more obligated. Meaning, Ladas Chaver knows he's coming in. So by Yarin, you don't know if he's there or not. You still have here, you know he's coming in. So of course you should be chayav. Hello, my potem goes. There is sogile begolos. Nothing doesn't require golos. Golos is not enough for him. This is more chomer than golos. He did more chomer. It's close to amazing. Golos is only when you do something by mistake. Here, you give him permission to come in. You're much worth of the fault, and therefore you chayav. You can't go to golos. Macy Rabbi asked Rabbi a question. It's similar to Ritzuach Mace, the shliach bezin who gives malchus. He gives a person too much malchus. For Mace, I raise a girl al yodai goes to golos. The shoygeg korban l'mezid here l'chura shoygeg close to mezid. The ma'asu kedai you should have thought the ma'asi in shebechad ritzu they're adding one ritzu will cause the person to die. For Ketanya, I raise a girl. Let's say you go to golos. You see over here they even shoygeg korban l'mezid go to golos. So the Gemara Omar Yoshim ben Adod the toy b'minyan. He made a mistake. He didn't just add purposely. He made a mistake. He thought he's counting 30, he counted 31. So Reuven went and hit him with his shoe. Who money? Is he the one counting? The big dayon is the one reading the parsha. He's the one counting the malchus. The shliach base is not the one counting. The dayan made a mistake. So that's why there's no raya to us. Macy, another question. Someone takes a stone, throws it to the rabbi, and he killed somebody. How is he going? He goes to Golos. So the again, shake of amazing. Because he's doing something by mistake, he should know people are there. He should be known people are there in Shus Rabbi. You see, you go to Golos even when it's Korol amazing. Now, he didn't throw a stone, he took down his wall. He said, well, still, he violated Yuni. You should have checked what he's putting down his wall. It says, he took down his wall in the night. You should check it at night too. He threw it in a day to the garbage area. So why ask what's the case of the garbage? People come there. He's amazing. Why are you throwing it there? If you let people don't go there, what do you want from it? People go there to go to the bathroom in the night. But in the day, people don't go there. Once in a while, somebody goes in the day. It's not amazing. People don't go there in the day. You should not think about it. He's not honest either. So therefore he goes to Golos, but it's not amazing, amazing. That's why it's different. So this was the first way to understand Rav Yossi Bar Chanina. Rav Yossi Bar Chanina said a sentence. So the Gemara said what we're talking about. He went into the carpentry with permission. The carpenter's chayav goes is potter, either potter because it's too light, because he went into his shoes, or because he's too chomer. It's carved amazing. Now the Gemara says different shot. Yeah, for sure. Says the Gemara, he says this whole thing was written down in the second part when he came with permission. Let's talk about the first part. Someone goes into the carpenter's shop without permission. The first part. Because came a piece of wood in his face. The mace potter. Right? Because we said it's not his fault. He's chai the four things. Wars explained soon. He should be more careful. But he's potter migolos. One who ever says in the Savior potter migolos, kosh generation. Because he came in permission, chayav golos. He's chayav golos in that case. So one chayav golos, he's chayav golos. In a case he came in permission, he goes into the carpentry, and there's a piece of not carpentry. He goes into where the blacksmith is, and there's a small spark that goes on his face. The mace, potter. Even though he came in with permission. So you see permission, it said doesn't make you chayav. Talk about that you have over here the shulya denafcha, the assistant. Right? He's the guy over there. So what is shulya denafcha? So he's supposed to kill him? Says the Gemara, he's asking him That you ask him to leave. And he doesn't leave. So when should that says the mikvah at the end of the day he didn't leave, so why is he doing it? So why is he supposed to kill him? So he thought he left. So he's more so say any other person the same thing. He thought he left, and he didn't leave, so he should be potter. Same what the a regular guy is not afraid, so you should be careful. Maybe the guy's still here. But the Shuli Dinagri, the assistant, he's scared of him. He's scared of his boss. So if he told him to leave, he's assuming he already left. Now, why is he Chai B'dal Devarim in the case there was no permission? So that Rashi says, because he saw him coming in. The Golus was said, you're potter, because he came without permission. But Dal Dvarim, he saw him coming in. So Taiz doesn't like that. Because he says if you saw him coming in, he's Chayav Golos as well. Even though he gave him Rishus. And then he came in. So Taiz says, that Taiz brings the question. Why you say, what comes out from Rashi? The Taiz goes on to explain different rayas. The idea is, no, Golus is only when you have permission to be here. If you don't have permission to be here, you don't have Golus. But how do a Mazik you're Chayav? When a person sees somebody else, they cause him Nezik, even though he has no permission to come here. You can't just take the law into your hands unless of ship. It's time to hit a person. You can't, and therefore you're chayav al dvarim. Let's just end the sugi over here. It says they go on the second line on the Gimel. He says this whole thing that we mentioned regarding Arba Dvarim, regarding and Galus, is regarding something else completely. What is it? It says the following: It says that if a person threw something, hit somebody, and it found somebody else hitting, so then you are chayav golos. But not not if he stuck his head out, right? He threw something, and the guy jumped up with his head and got hit. Someone threw a stone. One threw out his head and kibla like as if he was playing soccer with his head. Potter, it's potter because he brought himself there. You're chayav of the nezik, right? Why? Rashi says we threw it to a place where people are. Yes, the head was not there at that moment, but you knew he may pick up his head, so therefore he's chayav. Whoever says it here, he put the goes koshka the first ones. But here he's potter even on arba dvarim. Because, why is he potter? Because the reason he's potter is because he should have thought when he threw the stone, the head wasn't there. The head came only later. Okay, very good. So we'll stop over here. We'll continue tomorrow night at the regular hour at about 8:15. Kol Tov.